Hey y'all, so in this video I will be talking about Ash by Elegance and the cyberbullying that she has been experiencing as of late ever since the uh, aired debut, her aired in-ring debut on national television on TNA. So Ash by Elegance has been getting hate ever since she was Dana Brooke in WWE. And I don't mean kayfabe hate. I don't mean like, a couple she sucks here and there, a couple boos from the audience, or like a tough crowd where they're just booing her just because. I mean, she has been getting cyberbullied and hate just for the longest. And it's honestly for, I'm not going to say it's for no reason because there's definitely reasonings behind it, but it's not for reasonings like, oh, she's problematic or she's just a terrible person. It's literally just due to the fact that she just isn't as good of a wrestler as some of her other peers. And that's not to say that Ash isn't talented. It's just because Ash is not a Charlotte Flair, a Sasha Banks, a Io Sky, and Asuka in the ring, she gets a lot of hate from wrestling fans, specifically male wrestling fans, because, oh, she just sucks, she's not good, etc., etc. To the point where it went from she sucks to like people literally body shaming her and bringing up her deceased ex-boyfriend as an attempt to quote unquote read her or insult her. And that's very embarrassing, not on their part, because it's like, what does that have to do with the pricing scene in China? But I guess. And what I'm scared of, and I was telling one of my friends this, I'm very scared that we're going to have another Hana situation because, and Aries also said this as well, Aries Pipe Bomb on Instagram. He said because the hate that Ash has been receiving for literally no reason, like, it's probably going to lead to that if, like, people aren't careful because it's always mental health this, mental health that. But when a person actually commits suicide or expresses like how their mental health is very, very low for X, Y, and Z reason, it's, oh my God, mental health matters. You guys need to stop. And it's funny because it's always by the same people who are condoning or partaking in said cyberbullying. And it's very much normalized when it comes to Ash for literally reasons that I cannot explain, other than just people simply using her as a punching bag to just display their negativity on, or, take their negativity out on somebody because they're miserable with their own lives. And what makes it worse is that Ash is so unproblematic as a person. I mean, she's one of the most unproblematic women, one of the most unproblematic white women, actually, um, in the world. And it's very rare, like an unproblematic white woman in professional wrestling who's a blonde and benefits from pretty privilege and white privilege. Like that, literally right there, like should honestly want people to give her more of a chance. You know what I'm saying? Or just at least not disrespect her to the point where it's just like, okay, you're bullying this woman. It's one thing to just be like, you know what, she's not really like my favorite, or I'm not really a fan of her. That's understandable. We all have wrestlers like that. However, there's a line and boundaries that you cross, or you can potentially cross, when it comes to critiquing wrestlers. And when you're body shaming a wrestler, or like insulting their past life by bringing up deceased like partners, that's not you say like, oh, I just don't like her because I'm not a fan. That's you bullying. And it's so many male white straight wrestling fans that are doing this. It's scary and it's sad because what if Ash is depressed and we don't even know it, and then she's gone the next day? And I'm not even trying to be funny, I'm being serious because this could literally happen. You never know, like, literally you never know. I know we say that all the time, but literally you never know. And it's like, what makes it even what's crazier is that it's not even the fact that she's getting hate from the TNA in ring debut, but she's been getting hate ever since she signed like to the TNA brand, or TNA company, excuse me. When Trinity and Jordan Grace were about to have their match at Hard to Kill 2020, was that 2024? Was it this year? Or was it last year? Either way, it happened. And before the match even started, TNA revealed that Dana, now known as Ash by Elegance, signed to um TNA. And right away, people were saying, oh my God, she's a bootleg Timeless Tony Storm. She's a bootleg 2021 Charlotte Flair. She's a bootleg Carmella. She wants to be somebody else so bad. She can't even have her own identity. She sucks. She's not good. My voice just cracked. We're gonna ignore that. Et cetera, et cetera. And it's just like, dude, like when I tell you all she did was literally like like Ash by Elegance has signed. All she did was nod. I kid you not. All she did was nod. And instead of like, oh my God, like, I can't wait to see what this is like gonna be for her. Like, oh my God, I'm happy for her, X, Y, and Z. Like, she's just getting slandered like off the bat. And it's just like, oh my God, like, what did she do to y'all? Like, literally. And then when she had the in-ring debut, people were saying like before it aired, oh my God, it was so I didn't watch it yet. I didn't see it yet. But they were like, oh my God, it was so bad. She sucks, she's trash. Apparently people were in the crowd were chanting like boo and like rude stuff to her. And it's just like, dude, like what did she do to y'all to make her hate y'all? Like what did she do to y'all to make y'all hate her so much? Like what did she genuinely do? Like I'm genuinely asking. Because there's no way people genuinely hate Ash this much. Like, there's no way, especially when there are problematic women's wrestlers like a Raquel Rodriguez or a Tessa Blanchard, Lacey Evans, Mandy Rose with the blackfishing. Like and you're taking out all this hate on Dana Brooke, Ash by Elegance. Like, come on now, it's just. It makes no sense, and honestly, it's really sad and pathetic. Do I want Ash to win an Knockouts title right away? No, I don't, because I want her to develop to prove herself to the wrestling world that she can like be a top star if given a chance. I know she's not the best in ring. I know she's not the best like the most well-rounded wrestler, but I do see potential in her, and I am happy for her. In terms of her being signed to TNA, because like I get it, it's hard. Like professional wrestling is not an easy thing. Like it looks hard, and it's like especially if you like are really passionate about your craft, it takes more time for others than it does for other people. And sometimes like you just want to try new things, and it's scary. Like it's a lot that comes to it, physically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, socially, etc. So I'm proud of Lash. I mean, I said Lash, Ash, regardless. And I hope that she's able to find herself as a person and a wrestler in TNA, because all this hate that she's receiving is literally unnecessary. And I just pray it doesn't lead to something negative.